Welcome, my lovely, to week 15 of this progressive series. My name is Natasha. I am a Health at Every Size verified provider and body positive personal trainer. And today I am guiding you through a floor-based strength circuit. It's very similar to what we did in week 5 of this progressive series. The only difference, there's a couple modifications to bring it up to more of a moderate intensity level. Today, to bring it to a moderate intensity level, I'm going to be oscillating between 2 kilo weights and 4 kilo weights. As always, you're in charge of the workout, not me. I'm here for guidance, suggestions, ideas, and to remind you that it's totally okay to swap weights in between a strength circuit. Before we launch into today's workout, how about I show you the technique of some of the moves we're going to do today. The first movement in today's workout is a push-up. Considering that we are at week 15 of this progressive series, I recommend you do your push-ups on your knees. If you'd like to challenge yourself on the odd occasion by doing 1 or 2 on your toes, great idea. You're going to start by getting into a kneeling plank position and making sure that your feet are off the ground. You're going to keep your back straight all the way from your knees to the top of your head. Hands are underneath your shoulders and you lower yourself to the ground by bending the elbows and push up through the heels of your palms. In today's workout, we also have an overhead extension. This is going to challenge our upper core as well as our triceps. You're going to start lying on your back, feet hip width apart. You need to make sure that your back is flat and your core is engaged to ensure that your back doesn't curl. So squeeze the pelvic floor, engage the core, and start with your weights up at the ceiling and then slowly lower them to behind your head and come back up. Make sure that you are engaging your core so that your back doesn't curl. We have a weighted bridge. If you don't feel comfortable or you have a medical contraindication to placing a weight on your core and lower abdomen, please do not do so. Otherwise, place your weights on your abdomen and make sure that you hold them in position. Start with your feet hip width apart, knees following suit. Dig your heels into the ground to raise your pelvis and then bring it back down. Your goal is to squeeze your gluteals and bring your butt as high up as possible. We also have some single arm rows today, and there's 2 ways you can do this, either on your knees or on your toes. Because we are at week 15 of this progressive series, I recommend doing a combination of both. On your knees, you're going to start in that box plank position. You're going to ensure your spine is straight and you've engaged your core. You're going to lift one arm up at a time and squeeze your shoulder blade as you do so. If you're doing this on your toes, you're going from a planking position. 1 and 2. You're trying very hard to make sure that your pelvis doesn't rock and roll. A little bit of rocking and rolling won't hurt anyone, but try and keep the pelvis as still as possible when you do this. We have a modified kneeling curl, which we even did last week, I believe. Keeping your spine as straight as possible, hands on your hips if you like. You're going to lean as far back as possible and then come forward. It's all right to challenge yourself, go all the way back and struggle a bit on the way forward. That's fine, that's how we get stronger. We have Mac raises. You can do this standing or kneeling. I'm going to do it kneeling today. And you're going to start with a tall spine, shoulders back, pelvic floor and core engaged. Imagine both arms come up in a zombie move and simply bend your right elbow and bring the elbow back in line with your right shoulder. That is the position of the Mac raise. It looks like that in that position. So let's try the other one. Straight up, bend the left elbow so it's at 90 degrees, but the left elbow is at the same level as the left shoulder. With a Mac raise, we oscillate from left to right. Make sure your hands stay at shoulder level. They're not coming up here. They're just coming to shoulder level. And finally, we have some leg slides. Make sure that your spine is tall and you're engaging your core. Just as we did in those overhead extensions, we're making sure our lower back doesn't curl by engaging our core and imagining we're trying to flatten our lower back. We keep the left leg where it is, the right leg slides out and then comes back. If you want a challenge, make it more of a hover than a slide. Either way, you need to make sure that your lower back does not change position and it's not arching. All right, we're going to get started with a bit of a warm-up. Let's start with the wrists. Doing things like push-ups and some of these rows does mean our wrists are going to get used a bit. We want to send them some love. A few up and down, side to side, and shake. Let's warm up the biceps and triceps by just tapping the shoulders. Good morning, Henry. And now shoulders to the ceiling, keeping the spine nice and tall. That's it. And now if you're reaching forward and coming back like you're rowing, keep the elbows up nice and high. And then when you're feeling comfortable, start engaging the chest and back a little bit more. That's it. All right, let's do some backstroke. Hi, Henry. And let's do some breaststroke. And let's finish with some butterfly. All the swimming styles. All right, you can shake the arms out, kneeling up, booty off the heels. Let's go side to side. If you have a spinal injury or condition, please, as always, check with someone that this is okay. Medical practitioner, allied health practitioner, particularly for those with conditions like scoliosis. This kind of stuff can make it worse. So just check in with someone. All right, let's do just a few very light twists, very, very light. All right, legs nice and wide, and we're just going to go side to side, and you're trying to jut your hip out from one side to the other. Jut the hip, jut the hip. That's it. All right, let's finish with some cat-cow. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and arch the back, looking up. Make sure the shoulder blades are still engaged, but they're back and away from your ears. And now roll the spine, bringing the pecs closer together. One more in each direction. That's it. All right, let's get started in today's workout. All right, how about we start? First round, we're doing everything 8 times. Push-ups on the knees, here we go. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. Lying on the back. And we have those overhead extensions. I'm going to start this with my 2 kilo weights. As I said earlier, feel free to change up what kind of weights you use and when. All right, engaging the floor and core. Let's go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Don't arch the back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic work, my friend. You can place the weights on your abdomen or to the side. Let's get ready for those bridges. All right, up we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got this. 5, lift the booty. 6, 7, you got this. And 8, fantastic work. Safely move the weights to the side. and come back up. Now we have our single arm rows. I'm going to do this round on my knees, and I'm going to do this round with my 2 kilo weights. Come with me. All right. Are we ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Try not to rock and roll the body. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic work. All right. Next, we have those modified kneeling curls. See how you go? You're more than welcome to challenge yourself, and it's okay to stumble and fall and use your hands if you need. But we got this, don't we, lovely? All right, up tall, shoulders back, spine engaged. Just lean back to a test. 1. All right. 2. Oh, yeah. 3. Oh, wow. That was fun. 4, come with me. Can you go any lower? Oh, whoa. Coming up's always a bit tricky, trying to make sure you don't overexert yourself. We're at 6. And 7. Oh, good work. And 8. Fantastic. Grab your weights again, whichever weight you think is going to be best for you. We're doing those Mac raises. You'll notice I'm rolling my weights until they're right in front of me. You can always just reach out and grab a weight. Chances are you're more likely to injure yourself that way. It's better to pick up weights when they're close to you and make sure you engage your core and engage the muscles properly. All right, Mac raises, are we ready? Coming up into that nice tall kneeling position. And we have core on. 1 and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. Fantastic work, my friend. You can pop them to the side because we're about to lie down and do those leg slides. This is going to be challenging our lower abdominals and core, but only if you make sure you keep your back flat. All right, engaging core, and we have 1 and 2, 3, 4. Try and relax the shoulders and neck if you can. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic work, my lovely. You've just done round 1. Have a sip of water if you need. I'm going to talk a little bit about the core while you're having a little break. It's so important that we take care of our core for so many reasons. If you are experiencing some leakage or pelvic floor issues, strengthening your core can help, but you actually want to strengthen your pelvic floor in those circumstances. And for that, highly recommend you see a trained physiotherapist who specializes in the pelvic floor. Strengthening your core can help in all sorts of other things, but particularly those lower back issues. A strong core means that you're more supported and all the muscles are helping out those bones and discs in your spine to perform at their best and to be as supported as they can be. All right, I hope you enjoyed your quick little water break. We're now going to come back to space, to our workout, and start our workout all over again. We're starting again with those push-ups. So remove the cat hair you feel from your nose. Say hello to your cat. Give them a pat so they don't feel neglected, and let's get going. All right, 8 push-ups. Are we ready, my lovelies? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, cat, and 8. Of course, I get the face plant, don't I? All right, we now have those overhead extensions. I'm going to try this round with my 4 kilo weights. So I'm going to start by holding them, getting into my sitting position, lying down then, and now bringing them up. It's the safest way I can grab these very heavy dumbbells. All right, core and floor engaged. Let's go. 1. Whoa, there's a difference. And 2. And 3. 4. Really engage the core. 5. 6. 7. One more, we got this. And 8. Fantastic work. Coming back up, shoo your cat away if you need, or just gently pick them up and place them into another room. We're doing too much floor work today for me to risk him not getting in the way. There's a time and a place for cats. All right, we've got those rows now. I'm going to do these rows again with my 4 kilos. You'll notice, because these are 4 kilos, this face is a bit wider, which means your fingers are less likely to touch the ground. So if you find doing this with smaller weights isn't feeling nice on your fingers, try a larger weight simply because you have more room, and maybe just do less repetitions. All right, let's get into position. Larger weights for me, so I'm going to do this still on my knees. All right, are we ready? Squeeze the core, shoulders back, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, I felt that, but that was really good. That was a nice little challenge. All right, I've realised now we've skipped our bridges, so let's come back to those. I am going to try these with my 4 kilo weights, getting into position, grabbing them as safely as possible. Once again, get them as close to you as you can. Lying down, placing the weights on your abdomen, if possible, comfortable, practical. All right, 8 bridges. Are we ready? Let's go. And dig the heels into the ground. Squeeze the butt. 1, 2. Make sure the weights are secure. 3. You don't want them rolling into your face. 4. Squeeze the butt. 5. Lift the butt. 6. 7. You got this. And 8. All right. Place the weights just beside you as safely as you need. Back up. All right. We now have our curls, our modified kneeling curls. All right. Are we ready? If you'd like to hold your weights when you do this, you're more than welcome to. I'm challenging myself by seeing how low I can go. All right. Come with me. We have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, oh shit, 6, we got this, 7, and 8. Oh, that was my limit. It's good to test the limit, isn't it? All right, we have Mac raises now. Grabbing your weights, whatever weight or size they are, up nice and tall, shoulders back, core engaged. Let's go. 1, don't rock and roll the body. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you got this. 7 and 8. Fantastic. Weights to the side. Time for slides. Alrighty, come up a little bit closer this time, hey? How you doing? All right, getting into position. Whew. Deep breath. All right, are we ready? Yes, we are. Okay. 1 and 2, engage the core. 3, relax the arms. That's so hard. 4, 5, 6, 7, don't let the lower back arch, and 8. Fantastic work, my lovely. You have just completed round 2. We are going to go into our third and final round, but not before another pep talk and water break. So grab your water, catch your breath, and I just want to thank you for showing up today for you. Thank you for finding the time in your routine to do this self-care, to put your health first, to get stronger, a bit more flexible, a little bit more cardiovascular fit. There's not a whole lot of cardio going on here, but there's still always a bit. And I want you to also please be compassionate with yourself. Maybe you're coming back after a long break of not doing any work. Maybe you're new to exercise. Maybe you've been injured. Whatever it is, if you are finding that the word should is popping up in your head, like I should be able to do more, I should be able to hold that longer, I should be able to lift more, I want you to take that should, pluck it out of your head and let it go into the wind. It does not belong here. Should is not a word that belongs here. Could, possible, maybe, can is what's suitable here. We're here to experiment. We're here to give things a crack. We're not here to punish ourselves and shame ourselves into trying to be better people. Shaming ourselves into being better people, stronger people, whatever it is, doesn't actually work. So, thank you for coming, and thank you for prioritizing your health, and thank you for practicing a bit of self-compassion. Let's head into our final round. If you wanted to do this again, all you got to do, go back to the start. Everything's time stamped, so you can do a few more rounds if you're feeling like it. How about we get into our push-up position? I'm going to face you this time. I feel like I need a bit more face time with you. All right, I am going to give push-up on the toes a crack every now and then. So you're more than welcome to join me if you like. Oh, itchy eye. Are we ready? Get into position, whatever it is, knees or toes. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do 2 on my toes. 7 and 8. Oh, that felt good. It was good to be challenged. It wasn't the best range. Does that matter? No. It was fun to give it a crack, and I'm glad I did. I feel better for it. All right, are we ready? Grab your weights, lie down on our back. Let's do those overhead extensions. Let's really challenge that core. Let's do this. Deep breath. Feet hip width apart, knees facing the ceiling. Engage the core and floor. Weights up to the ceiling, and we have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, engage that core. And 8. Fantastic. I will remember this round to do the bridges, so place the weight on your lower abdominal and let's go. 1 and 2, squeeze the butt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Fantastic. Bring them down safely. Come back up. Oh, and we've got those single arm rows. Just like I challenged myself to do a push-up or two on my toes, I'm going to try this entire round to do this on my toes. It's going to be fun. I don't know if I'm going to stumble and fall. It's okay if I do though, isn't it? It's always okay. First up, get into position. Let's go. 1 and 2, 3, shaky voice, 4, 5. Oh, we got this. 6, 7 and 8. That was a challenge. I am so glad I did that on my toes. Apologies for the shaky, actually no apologies for the shaky voice. It just happened. It was there. Let's acknowledge it. There you go. Rather quick conversation. All right, are we ready for those modified kneeling curls? I'm going to do these facing you once again. FaceTime. All right, deep breath in, breathe out, come up tall, hands on hips, in front, wherever you need. Let's go for 1. Oh. May have to be a little bit lower for me. 2 and 3, 4, 5. Try not to bend at the hips. 6, whatever range you need to do. 7, you'll notice I'm decreasing my range. It's just not feeling good for me otherwise. I miscounted. I think we got 1 more. There we are. So as you saw, I had to pull back there because my right quad was just not having any fun there. That's okay. I'm not going to berate it. I'm going to say thank you for doing your best. Love you. Better luck next time. All right, Mac raises. Figure out which weights you want to do. I'm going to do these and I'm going to do it on this angle just in case it gives you a different perspective. All right, standing up nice and tall, shoulders back, and we have 1 and 2. Try not to rock and roll the body. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, 8. Fantastic. Great stuff. And we're going to finish with our leg slides. Look how far we've come, family. Great work. All right. Are we ready? Oh, lying down. I like lying down like this. It just, I don't know, something very soothing about that. All right. Try and relax the neck, arms and shoulders. Engage the core and the floor. And let's do 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, relax the neck, and 8. Well done, my lovely. Thank you so much for coming today, supporting the channel, watching the videos, hitting like, hitting subscribe, leaving a comment. Thank you, everyone. Special shout out to my patrons on Patreon who are supporting this channel, keeping it alive. And thanks to you, this channel's still going. My patrons also get things like newsletters and exclusive anatomy videos. If that sounds like something that you're up for, link is in the description box below. Thanks again for joining me. Until next time, stay safe. Bye for now.